Well, here we have it, folks. The big Marshmellow 2500 cargo van, Chevy cargo van, 2500, big van, 1999. This is a van I had a carpet cleaning business, and I emptied the equipment out of it, converted it into a little travel van like this so I could have a little fun, and I've called it the big Marshmellow because it's big, white, like a marshmallow. And what I've done here is you put a little tint on the windows, and this way, you know, I don't need those big bulky window covers you see a lot of people have. It still gives you a relative degree of privacy. And I put these drip covers on where you can crack the window open just a little bit at night. You can't really fit your finger up there or mess around up there, so you can crack it open at night a little bit with those on there. On top, two 1500 watt solar panels that lead down to the back. Just open this for you. You can see comes in through here down to your power controller. Your controller then goes down to the batteries, and then your batteries to a fuse to a 5,000 watt inverter. And of course your inverter has your extension cord that goes up to the front. Built the battery pack back here. You have your cords here, your inverter, and I'll show you where to get these battery cords and your inverters and these kind of things, the solar panels, on my website, thebigmarshmellow.com. And I've got two 1,000 watt boat batteries. And I use boat batteries because boat batteries can take a lot of abuse. They have a good prolonged life, especially when you're out on a boat. But when you're here on a van camping, you need this kind of power, and they're easily rechargeable too. So good, durable batteries. You always want to get batteries that are the same wattage too, same type. Of course, always the disclaimer is always consult an electrician if you don't know what you're doing with this sort of thing, to keep it safe. Now this back board that I have here actually is a divider between the inner side of the cabin and this equipment and storage back here. So it's got lots of storage. Got some clothing in here in case I wanted to do a little outdoor stuff, hiking, even a little hunting. Maybe get a little squirrel once in a while, or fishing. These bins have my survival packs in it, fishing gear, and camping gear down here. Lanterns and pots and pans and tarps and ropes and those sorts of things. And I'll get into those in another video. Show you what all I've got in those survival packs. Okay. Let's go on the inside. This is what I have on the inside of the van. If you wonder what this big jug is, this big jug is a 10-gallon. Used to have in it fabric softener, but that is perfect for a shower, and it fits right in there. I got it secured with a bungee cord, and this is attached to a board here and some padding. Here's where you put the water in. It's got a little pump that goes down into the reservoir up to shower head. So turn the pump on, pumps the water out. You can put a tarp between these two doors. Take a shower right here with that tank. So it's got a built-in shower. And of course, all this wood is scrap wood that I got from a home construction site. Any scrap they have, they throw in a dumpster. And it's good wood. So I use this wood to build my cabinets and that sort of thing. Now this wood here I bought, these little boxes. These boxes I got from a military surplus website. And I'll tell you where to go on my website, thebigmarshmellow.com, to get these things. And inside, the space you got in here. I'll get down here so you can see it down in there. It's got some towels and toilet paper, of course. This little thing is a mess kit I bought from a military surplus store where I keep my toiletries and things. Anything like a wet bar of soap in there. Some air freshener. It's a great little box for the bathroom. So that's all of your things. You know, cleanliness is important when you're camping. So let me get this shut. They're a little cumbersome, but they get the job done for what I needed. Got a little light here. Okay. You always want to have a lot of light, especially when you're camping. Lighting is important. Now, of course, I carpeted mine in here. I bought a piece of patio carpet down at Home Depot. And I just kind of laid it in here. You know, a lot of people don't like carpet because, of course, you can see, you know, it gets a little dirty sometimes. But I like it because it's easier on your feet. Your feet aren't so cold. A little softer to walk around on in the morning. And, of course, I bought this mattress that goes with a metal frame bed. Now, I'm kind of a big guy. I'm a big marshmallow myself. So I need a metal frame to support my weight. This is a double-sized bed in here that I've got. As you can see, hopefully you can see all this in here. I've got a sleeping bag, a little fan up top, pillows, and of course here's the cabinets I built. And all I really had to buy was the hardware, and I had the tools to put it together. So all this is scrap wood free. And what I built is a cabinet here. And that has all my extra blankets and things. Close that up. Little cubby for my laptop. I got a medical kit. Medical kits are important. People forget that you get headaches after driving all day, or that your muscles get sore and you need some muscle cream, or you get a cough or band-aids. You gotta have that kind of stuff, or even a bandage. And then up here I've got another cabinet, and in there I've got plenty of little odds and ends, pocket knives, flashlights, some walkie-talkies, you know, a couple of books. Sorry for the jet. And then of course you see here my insulation. That's that patio carpet. And it's simple. The patio carpet was $20. And and I cut it up and I put some adhesive on it, and I taped it to the wall, or I stuck it to the wall. Now, is this a professional installation job? No, but it will give you an added level of insulation. I'm here in Florida, so it gets hot, not cold, but it will help keep the van insulated. Also, I got a couple of fishing poles, and I simply hung those up with those zip ties, and I just kind of strung them up next to the bed. So if I wanted to catch my meal for dinner time, I can drop a line and try and get that. What is also important is to have, I have this bag strictly for extra sets of underwear and t-shirts and socks. Jug for water. Also, fire extinguisher, very important to have a fire extinguisher. And of course, when you're sleeping at night and you gotta go pee, and I'll demonstrate how to use that on the next video. But that's a good little substitute if you have to go pee. Use that. And right here I have a 5-gallon container. It's plastic. I got this container from a military surplus site, and I put a little siphon that you can dip that down in there and siphon water out of it. Of course, my refrigerator, because I do have electricity. You have your fridge. I can keep my beer warm in there, or cold. Keep my beer cold in there. And other items, any leftovers from your meals that you have. I use those Wise freeze-dried meals a lot, which are very convenient. And I put them in these things when I eat. And then I just take my meal with my water, put my meal in there, and of course I have my microwave that I can heat up my food, and I don't have to have a campfire. I could just eat it from there, or I could put anything in there, donuts to warm them up, or popcorn, whatever. And over here I have this little box. It has some containers in there. My journal has an extra fan, a coffee machine, and of course up here is the extension cord that goes from, I've got a multi-extension cord down here where all this plugs into, but I strung this one up here so I could put my little air conditioner up here, the Arctic Air. This thing, if you've seen the reviews on YouTube, it works, especially for this little space in here. I tried to get a big air conditioner, but it was drawing too many amps, and my inverter couldn't handle it. So when this thing came on the market, I snapped it up, and boy does it ever work. It's a good little item to have. And what I did is I velcroed it on top of this microwave here so it doesn't move around, and I can drive and it doesn't fall off or whatever. But I'll turn that on at night, and boy does it cool this place off, along with the fans that I have. And of course, this bucket, or this box, let me open this up. This in here, there's a lot of my kitchen items. I got napkins in here. I don't know if you can see in there, it's kind of dark. But I got all kinds of things. I got some containers. I got this salt and pepper shakers that I made out of whiskey bottles. These are a little tiny sampler. You can get a sampler whiskey bottles at a liquor store of different flavors. And I just drilled holes in the top and made a salt shaker out of it. And I've got others in here. You know, there's some chicken bouillon, you know, to kind of give your meals an extra flavor. Those Wise meals get a little bland, but this gives it a little extra flavor. And I've got beef bouillon. I've got a fillet knife in there. So that's the kitchen. Put this back. Here. And I just close this up. Everything's contained. Everything's easy. And of course this box will have odds and ends like bug repellent, bug spray. We got those zip ties, some battery equalizer if you need to refresh your batteries, and you know, some duct tape and glue and cheesecloth, an extra reel, some batteries. So that's my little idea for my camping van. Of course I got a little burlap curtain back there to kind of separate the area from the storage back behind it. You know, it gives you a little privacy at night too. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. Of course there's the cage that goes into the cabin to drive. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The big Marshmellow. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.